I do have some advice for you 6th graders. What's up YouTube, it's yo, it's Serenity, sending back the video. And today I'm doing a 6th grade advice video. School is just around the corner, and I know a couple of 6th graders that are my friends and that are really nervous about going into 6th grade, and I just graduated middle school, so I just finished 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I do have some advice for you 6th graders, so stay tuned if you want to hear that. So I have this list here on a piece of paper. I'm not going to show you it because my handwriting sucks and it's terrible, but like, it's fine, you know? So I have the notebook of advice right down there, so if you keep looking down, that's why. So for my first piece of advice, I have, do not take basic classes, like electives. So let me explain in a little more detail. I literally took PE all 3 years of middle school. You only have to take it, well, at least in my school, you only have to take it for 1 semester. Not even a whole school year, just like half of 1 school year out of the 3 years you're there. Yeah, out of all 6 semesters, I took them all PE. We only had 2 electives in my school that we could have. I took PE and intensive language arts, or intensive reading, whatever it was called, because I can't comprehend reading very well and I needed that extra help. So yeah, I legit took a basic class PE. And let me tell you, you can only take library in 8th grade, which is basically where you sit at the library desk for an hour and help students check out books. It's really not that complicated. And I wish I took that in 8th grade, and I also wish that I took digital arts because it looked like so cool and so much fun, and I really wish I took it, and I didn't. I had the chance to do it in 6th grade and I blew it away. I was like, you know what, we're doing PE, we're getting it out of the way, and then I just grew to like, you know, PE so much. Now, I don't actually like PE. I like my friends and I like how we're all there. Okay, the lighting just changed and I'm using natural light, so what the butt? Like, I'm looking like Donald Trump. So basically what I'm trying to say here is don't stick to a basic class. Take a fun class, like take band, chorus, digital arts, art class. I don't know, my school didn't have like an art class, it was just digital arts. So like take something fun like that. And if you don't like it, that's okay, switch over, you know? So yeah, don't stick to PE all 3 years just because you're too afraid to try something new, because that was me. My second piece of advice is 8th graders could care less about you. Like, when I was in 6th grade, I was always wondering, like, oh my gosh, like, the 8th graders, like, right there, they looks like, like, my anxiety levels were pumping up, like, because of the 8th graders. It's not how they express it in movies, okay? No one is getting, like, you know, no one's getting, like, pushed against the wall. 8th graders aren't walking around shoulder shrugging people and pushing them down to the floor and making, like, nerds, like, drop their backpack, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what it's like at all. People are actually pretty nice in most schools. I mean, in my school, everyone was pretty nice. I mean, yeah, everyone shoulder shrugs in the hallway because, like, you know, like, you bump shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, a thing, and it, like, you just walk in the hallways. Like, the hallways are crowded, okay? Not everyone's getting pushed down and, like, stuff like that. So 8th graders are the least you're worried. They don't care about you. They don't care what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, 8th graders, get them out of your head because they don't matter. My third piece of advice is to make friends in every class. Now, in 6th grade, I didn't have, too many friends. Well, kind of. I don't know. In my first period, I had a couple friends, and I had, like, my little squad. It was just, like, us 3, and it was kind of nice, and I knew people, and throughout all my classes, I think I had a friend in every class. It was kind of awkward in 6th period, but I still had friends, actually. What am I saying? I had friends in every class in 6th grade, and it was really helpful. My dog keeps whimpering the back, so, you know, we'll let her in my room. It'll be a party. It becomes really helpful to have friends in every class. Okay, I'm sorry that the lighting keeps changing. You just have to deal with me looking like Donald Trump for a couple minutes, okay? So, have friends in every class. Basically what I'm trying to get to here is that, so one of my friends in 6th grade, she had science 1st period, and I had it 4th period, and our lunch was right after 3rd period, so we'd sit at the same lunch table, and we would basically, she'd tell me, like, what was, you know, like, popping in the class, like, what was happening. So I was like, yo, like, what's happening, you know, like, are we, like, is the test easy, you know, like, and she'll tell me some stuff. So, yeah, like, she'll tell me, like, what we're doing, and it's just helpful to have a friend in every class, that way you can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, make connections, okay? It's okay to, like, have friends. It's, okay? That's what I'm trying to get to here. My next piece of advice is to don't expect to have a boyfriend, like, and expect it to last. Like, don't expect your relationships to, like, go from 6th grade all the way and get married. Or don't expect it to even last, like, a year, okay? I had one boyfriend in 6th grade, probably because I was ugly. Don't even know why I had friends. But, I had a boyfriend in 6th grade, and we lasted like 3 to 4 months, okay? Like, I didn't even tell my mom about it. I was like that socially awkward and scared to like even tell my mom that I had a boyfriend. Like now I'm like tell everything to my mom, but like in 6th grade I was like, you know, like I got a boyfriend, like I don't think no one's gonna like this. Like I didn't tell anyone. So like don't expect it to like last, okay? Like if you have a relationship, just, you know, just, yeah. And if you have a relationship, don't expect the 8th graders to be jealous of it, because we could care less, because we know what's gonna break up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't expect a relationship to go to marriage or go to even 8th grade, because usually that never happens. My next piece of advice is something I couldn't stress enough. You do not need to have a phone. You do not need to have an iPhone. You do not need to have any type of phone. You do not need to have a phone, because guess what? Your parents are going to get you a flip phone if you're not a spoiled brat. Not saying that girls like get phones like that, you know, that are like touchscreen, are, you know, spoiled brats. But basically, my mom got my brother when he was in 6th grade a flip phone, and he could care less about it because it's not the type of phone he wanted, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, parents, like, so if you don't have a phone and you're going into 6th grade, a lot of girls are going to have a phone, and a lot of boys are going to have a phone. Everyone's going to have a phone, and you're going to feel like you're not the only one. You will get a phone eventually. You don't need one now. Like, I got a phone in 6th grade for Christmas. That was still probably too early, now that I'm thinking about it. But like, you know, you don't need a phone is what I'm trying to say. And that sounds really weird because I practically live on my phone now, but you do not need one. I mean, like, you don't need a phone. Like, you don't need to like be like everyone else, which I wish I knew that I didn't need a phone, and I wish that I would tell my parents that I didn't need a phone. They're probably really proud of me for saying that, but yeah, you don't need a phone. Next thing is to be you, and don't be afraid to be yourself. It sounds really cliche and like something everyone says in every, like, you know, advice for 6th graders or advice for any kind of thing. Like, just be you, because like I was a huge fangirl in 6th grade, and I didn't let many people know until like, you know, 7th grade or like the end of 6th grade, or like my close friends in 6th grade. And you know, I wish I let people know that I was like a huge fangirl, because like honestly it was great, you know? Like, I mean, it had like its downfall. People would tease me and stuff. Like, I could honestly care less about that. In 7th grade, I was known as freaking sweatshirt girl, because I wore a sweatshirt that said you can wear my sweatshirt on it with Jacob Sartorius on the sleeve. Yeah, I did that, and I was known as sweatshirt girl, and I wore that title. I walked around school snapping, singing sweatshirt. Like, I rocked that title, and trust me, it is the best when you can be yourself and love yourself for it. Like, it's the best when you can walk around with that title. Like, yes, sis, I did that. Like, I'm myself, and you aren't. Fake hoe. My mom's gonna kill me for saying that. I'm gonna bleep that out, actually. Can you not sniff my old coffee cup? Thank you. The next piece of advice is kind of funny. It's okay to chew gum. Like, I don't know about y'all, but in my elementary school, we weren't allowed to like have gum. We weren't allowed to like have like bubble gum, chewing gum, any kind of gum. Don't know her. So yeah, but in middle school, they let you have gum. They let you chew gum, they let you have gum. And I would be extremely scared to like chew gum in 6th grade. Like, I'd raise my hand in class and be like, can I have a piece of gum? Like, yes, you can eat a piece of gum, okay? No one's gonna freaking stab you in the throat because you're chewing gum. You can have gum, it's allowed. Well, unless like your school doesn't allow gum, but like if your school allows gum and like your elementary school didn't, then this advice goes for you. But yeah, you can chew gum, it's okay. No one's going to murder you for chewing a piece of gum. The next thing is, it's okay to be short. In 6th grade, it is okay to be short. You're a 6th grader. You can literally be 4 foot and people will probably think you're adorable. Okay, you don't have to be ashamed of being short. Being short is amazing, because you can crawl under the 8th graders. And, I mean, you get teased, like, by teachers and stuff. Be like, oh, you're so short. But, like, it's the best, because usually, like, short people are cuter. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. It's okay to be short. Live it. Live up to that title. Or, live down to it, since you're short. Okay, the lighting changed again, and I'm honestly so confused. Like, the frick? Next thing is, do not delete pictures. Like, okay, I wish I didn't delete pictures from me in 6th grade. The oldest picture I have of me on my phone is from, like, the beginning of 7th grade, I think. Yeah, because I deleted a bunch of pictures, and now the only, you know, littler one of me left on my Instagram is the beginning of 7th grade. So please do not delete pictures, because you are going to want to look back on those. So like, don't delete pictures, because you're going to go and look back on them and be like, wow, that was fun. And like, you can't do that, because, you know, you'll be like, in 6th grade, you're like, ooh, I look ugly. Delete. Click delete. You're gonna want to look back on those pictures, so don't delete them. Like, maybe like put them in your archive photos on Instagram or something, you know, that way you still have them, but like, don't delete them, because they're gonna be great to look back on. Next thing is something I definitely wish I knew in 6th grade. Look, you're gonna laugh at me when I say this. I can't even. 8th grade boys do not have a crush on you. Now, let me tell you this. There was this one boy named Jesse when I was in 6th grade who was an 8th grader. I thought that he was this huge hunk of a sexy man, okay? My 6th grade self was drooling over this boy. I didn't let anyone know because, like, it was my 6th grade crush. Like, I was like, you know? But, like, he sat in the back of the bus and he was friends with my older brother. I mean, not really. It wasn't really, like, best friends and, like, yo, what's up, my dude? Like, not those kind of friends. And for the longest time, I thought that this 8th grade boy named Jesse had the biggest crush on me because I liked him. And in my head, I was like, I see you, Jesse. You know, you want to, like, you know, like, no, 8th grade boys don't have a crush on you. Like, you know, they don't. So please don't think that and let your heart be broken. Advice with Serenity. And my last piece of advice for you 6th graders is to be nice to everyone around you. And you never know who is going to want to try and stab you in the back in 8th grade for something stupid you did in 6th grade, like not give them your crackers whenever, you know, you wanted to eat your crackers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, wait, that actually wasn't my last piece of advice. That made me think of something else. So, yeah, there's one more. Do not make friends in 8th grade that, like, sit by you at lunch and want your food. Like, if they, you know, like, don't pack a lunch and, like, don't really go up to the lunch line that often, and you pack a lunch, do not let them have some of your food, because let me tell you, it's going to continue all the way to 8th grade, and then they're going to think that it's okay for them to just grab off your little, like, you know, little lunch section where, you know, you packed your lunch and, like, you have it out there, like, you have this nice lunch bowl, or you have a nice sandwich, or you have a pudding cup. They're gonna think it's okay because in 6th grade you let them, you know, just do that and you thought it was chill. And then in 8th grade they're gonna still be doing the same thing, and they're gonna go up and grab your pudding cup, and guess what? You're gonna want to slap someone, and it's all because you let them do it in 6th grade. So please keep your lunch to yourself. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment down below video suggestion ideas. Like this video if you want to see more videos like this one, such as middle school advice, because I think I'm going to make a 7th and 8th grade advice video. So yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more of my face in general. So yeah, also share this video to your friend. Just, like, you know, click like the copy link button, send it to your friend if you want to help them with some advice, because I need views. Anyway, so yeah, goodbye my Seninators. Stay smiley, love you. Roll the outro. You can run my